You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
All right, good morning, everyone. It is finally Friday. Man, we have a risk for some strong to severe thunderstorms, so stay tuned for that. Today's live sponsor is Jiffy Lube Multi-Care. Welcome to Jiffy Lube Knoxville, your one-stop destination for automotive care. With 9 convenient locations across the area from Knoxville to Clinton and Maryville, they're here to keep your ride running smoothly. At Jiffy Lube, they're not just about oil changes. Their skilled technicians offer a wide range of services to keep your vehicle in top-notch condition. And the best part, their friendly staff is dedicated to getting you back on the road quickly so you can focus on what matters most, and that's your journey. Jiffy Lube Knoxville, keeping you on the move. Drive in today and mention Witcher, East Tennessee Weather, Mike, that weather dude, and get $20 off your next service today. Visit them online at jiffylubeknoxville.com. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and get to work with the forecast for the day today as we continue to talk about the risk for some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms as we get into the afternoon and evening, and we'll do it again throughout the day tomorrow. So let's get the kids off to the bus stops here this morning. Actually, we'll check in on those TDOT cameras and your bus stop weather forecasts. Let's go to that one. There we go. All right, so it's temperatures this morning are in the 70s. You'll probably notice a little bit more muggy conditions this morning. That's a live look at 40 and 275 in downtown Knoxville. Traffic is running smoothly this morning, and on the far left-hand side is Union County. So good morning, Maynardville, Union County, and everyone joining us this morning. I sure hope you have a wonderful and safe Friday. Again, stay on top of the weather situation as we have a cluster of storms that are going to work their way on in. And that's really going to be the story here for the day today. So your satellite and radar, not much activity right now, although we do have a couple of showers up in parts of Kentucky kind of weakening at this hour. But we are under a level 1 risk from the Storm Prediction Center for seeing some strong thunderstorms. Fog's not a major player here this morning. Temperatures are comfortable. We're running a little bit warmer this morning than what we were yesterday. Not bad. 60s and 70s, so enjoy that. Nice, quiet, comfortable start to the day. But here are those weather headlines. Hot and muggy with afternoon to evening showers and storms. Again, some of those could be strong to severe, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Sunday, maybe just a few scattered showers. Not as strong on Sunday as some drier, cooler air sets up shop and rolls its way on in. But here's the latest from the Storm Prediction Center. They've shaved off parts of East Tennessee. So upper East Tennessee and the eastern sections are not under this level 1 risk, but the Central Valley and the western part of East Tennessee is under a level 1 risk for severe storms. And we have a level 1 and level 2 risk for some localized flooding and flash flood concerns. Now, kind of weird, right? We haven't had a whole lot of rainfall recently, and now we're talking about the possibility of some localized flooding, flash flooding. Well, the reason why is we're going to have some very efficient rain producers that move on through during the afternoon and evening. So we do have that elevated risk. So your storm threats, I've put damaging winds in the medium category. Again, this is going to be isolated to nature. Not everyone's going to get it necessarily, or at least, but everyone has the threat for the most part for some strong storms. Tornadoes not likely. Hail low, but still possible. I just don't think it's going to be damaging hail. So I think the main threat for damage would be damaging wind gusts. And then I've got medium category for isolated flooding and or flash flooding. Again, we haven't had a whole lot of rain for the last, I think it's like 13 days or so. We haven't had any rainfall around the area. So it's about time we need some rain because as we head into the driest months of the year, we don't want to be dealing with fire danger, right? Come October. All right, so here's your futurecast. Picking up our timeline at 7 o'clock this morning. Again, we've had a couple of showers and up into to our north into Kentucky. Not a lot of activity expected from now through lunchtime, but it's after the lunch hours. We get into the afternoon. Again, give or take about an hour or two. This is just one model guidance. It has been pushed back a little bit from what we were talking about yesterday. Yesterday, it looked like it was going to be late morning, early afternoon. Now it looks like it's going to be into the afternoon, early evening hours. I think is the best timing of this. And again, it's going to be a cluster of thunderstorms, a mesoscale convective system or complex of storms that is going to race its way on into the area, and it's running into a very favorable environment for unstable air. As we get into the 7 o'clock hour, hopefully the storms start to wind on down. Again, it kind of just depends on when they really start to fire up, but they will blast their way in from the northwest and move to the southeast at probably about 25 to 35 miles per hour or so. But again, this tells the story, right? So pockets of very efficient rain producers that could lead to some localized flooding. This is just a rainfall forecast just through the day today. And so some of us, it's kind of going to be kind of feast or famine, I think, for some of us may pick up maybe a quarter of an inch of rain. Others may pick up well over 2 inches if you get these solid downpours in your area, and that's what could lead to that. So if you're new to the platform, you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app, and maybe you have the app, but you don't have your notifications turned on. make sure you go into your cell phone and turn on your notifications for the East Tennessee Weather app, as it will give you notifications for when lightning's within 15 miles, when storms are approaching, if the National Weather Service issues any sort of severe thunderstorm watch or warnings as we get into the afternoon, you'll get notified from the app, and it'll take you right to the interactive radar, which gives you past, current, and future radar. So as I show you the app here, again, remember that it's easy to download. Just go to the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. Look for the orange TN white lightning bolt. I'll be updating you on your daily forecast throughout the day today. Again, and you have your interactive radar, which is going to be a great tool. Make sure you have in the top right-hand side of the screen, click the little cog wheel. That will take you to some settings. I got to be in the radar. Then you got to click the cog wheel. And on overlays, just make sure you check lightning. And then you can click all alerts too. That will give you any alerts that are issued by the National Weather Service. But remember, the radar gives you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours. So it's a great tool to have in your toolbox, if you will. It's all about having the right tools to get the job done, right? And you want to get the job run right, you download the East Tennessee Weather app. All right, the forecast for the day today. We're going to make it into the mid-80s as we get into the lunch hour. Our goal today, because, listen, I talked about this yesterday, depending on the timing of the storms, really depends on how hot we actually get today, but the goal is going to be in the mid to upper 80s to low 90s. South of Interstate 40 is going to be a little bit hotter. We've got a lot more humidity to work with today. So dew points have climbed all the way into the 70s, and so that's fuel to the fire for these storms. But it's also going to lead to another hot and muggy day. So it's been nice. It's been quiet. It's been calm. It's been drier air. Not the case today. So we're going to have heat index values pushing close to 100 degrees here throughout the afternoon hours. And so therefore our heat stress goes up a little bit as well. Again, but the storms will start to come in as we get into the afternoon peak heating of the day. And that's what I was saying. Depending on the timing of the storms really depends on how hot we get. But it is definitely going to be a warmer and muggier day today. Into the evening hours we go. 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Could still be dealing with some showers and thunderstorms. Again, anytime after about 2 or 3 o'clock today, start to anticipate those storms. And they should last through about 7 or 9 o'clock here tonight. Tomorrow, we'll do it again. Storm Prediction Center has all of East Tennessee under a level 1 risk for some severe weather. Isolated strong to severe storms. We also have a level 1 risk for some localized flooding. So another day as a cluster of thunderstorms is possible. Now, this is just one future cast model, not necessarily picking up. Sometimes the models really have a hard time picking up on these clusters of thunderstorms that move on through. So we'll just see how it all plays out. But I think it's going to be very similar as to what we will see today. We'll see the showers and thunderstorms fire up during the afternoon and early evening hours. And again, some of those could produce some severe storms. Damaging wind would be the main threat, along with locally heavy rainfall leading to some localized flooding, flash flooding. So when you look at today and tomorrow, a lot of the areas could pick up, generally speaking, about an inch of rainfall. Some are going to see a lot more than that, again, if you get rounds and rounds of rain over the same location. So today we're at 89, tomorrow we're at 90, and then we'll drop down into the mid-80s on Sunday. Cold front's swinging its way on through the area, and that's going to help to cool our temperatures down and bring us some relief as we get into next week. All right, we'll finish the forecast to show you the big picture coming up here in just a few minutes. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Of course, I can't be super specific on what about Harriman at 3:30 this afternoon. Well, just stay alert. That's all I can say to that, right? What's up, Kathy? How are you this morning? Hope everyone has a great weekend as well. It's going to be a good weekend. Now, I'll be hanging back. Depending on the storms today. Remember, I told you we are supposed to be going camping today. Well, that's a bummer. So I'll be hanging back. If I need to do some live severe weather coverage, I'll be likely to do some live severe. Another reason why you have to have push notifications turned on your cell phones, because I will send push notifications. Anyone get the push notification this morning? I sent it out. Hopefully, so folks can have an idea on how the weather is going to be playing out throughout the day today, and of course the weekend, because it is Friday, and a lot of times people don't have time to come in and join us for Wake Up with Witcher. But a lot of you are saying good morning. So Cheryl says, I'm retired and every day is almost the same, but I still love the weekend. Cheryl, this is for you and anybody else that's retired and still loves the weekends. All right, let's go ahead and show you the big picture story, because here's our storm system. This is the mid-levels of the atmosphere. This is 500 millibars. Vorticity is what it's called when you look at weather maps. That little system, that little low pressure, is going to dive its way to the south and southeast. and that's what's going to drag a cold front into our area. So we pick up our timeline this morning, 7 o'clock. Showers and thunderstorms will break out across much of the region. So if you have travel plans, if you have friends and family up in Kentucky, Ohio, or even over into Middle Tennessee, maybe give them a quick call and say, hey, listen, do you know that we're under a threat for some strong thunderstorms today? Because it's not just here, it's around the entire region. As we get into our Saturdays, cold front's going to be a slow mover, and eventually it starts to slide its way into our area by Sunday. That could give us some lingering showers on Sunday, wrap around moisture back behind it. But again, I'm not expecting as much of a severe potential Sunday as what we will experience today and tomorrow. So here's that big risk. You can see back from Memphis through Nashville, Chattanooga, Knoxville, Cumberland Plateau up into Kentucky along the I-75 corridor, Interstate 40. We have that risk for severe weather. And the bullseye for some localized flooding and flash flooding is going to be East Tennessee down into Alabama, northern Georgia. That's where we have that level 2 risk for some localized flooding, flash flooding. And again, this is the story for tomorrow as the cold front starts to truck our way. And it will also likely produce the possibility of some heavy rainfall around the region. By Sunday, Monday timeframe, that risk shifts to our south and southeast for severe, but the flood risk shifts off across the mid-Atlantic and parts of the Northeast. So again, just generally speaking, from now through Sunday, this is the rainfall that we'll see. As we get into next week, we're likely not to see a whole lot of rainfall, so I don't think we're going to pile up any more rainfall after Sunday as we get into all the way into next Thursday. So it's going to be a quieter, drier, much more comfortable week ahead of us. When I talk about the rain chances, they are going to be a little bit more elevated. I don't necessarily know that Sunday I'll probably tailor Sunday's rain chances down. Just know that we have elevated rain chances as we get into the weekend. But as I mentioned, much needed rain. We've only had officially 3 days of rainfall this month, and one of those days was just 0.02 of an inch. The first of the month, we had almost 2 inches of rainfall, so we've already seen 2.35 inches of rainfall for the month, and this is one of our driest months at only 3.63 inches. And so depending on what we get today, we may get to above average. We'll see how it all plays out. But I stress the rainfall that we've not seen so far this month, and the fact that we are getting much needed rain throughout the day today and tomorrow, because as we get into the latter part of the month, we may be trending average to slightly below average when it comes to precipitation. And again, I stress this because we're heading into extremely dry months, and so we need the moisture. Plus, we want to see the leaves pop a little bit, right? All right, so it's going to be near 90 today and tomorrow. Then look at your Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to be trending below average. That's going to be so nice. Now, dew points are elevated today and tomorrow, even Sunday a little bit, but dew points really fall off. I think as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week, our dew points in the 50s and low 60s. That's the kind of comfortable air that we've been experiencing over the last week or so. Heat index values will be pushing the upper 90s to low 100s today and tomorrow, and then we'll get rid of the heat index values as we get into next week. All right, let's take a quick check of the tropics. We're still talking about Hurricane Ernesto barreling down on Bermuda, and it is a Category 2 hurricane. Winds are now sustained at 100 miles per hour. Our next update from the National Hurricane Center is going to be at 10 o'clock this morning. So probably going to be making landfall as a Category 2 in Bermuda. Not good news. Bermuda's really, really small, but apparently they got the infrastructure for it. I mean, clearly, you live out in the middle of the ocean. Never been to Bermuda, but it sounds like a cool place to go when it's not hurricane season. So this is just going to be a fish storm out into the Atlantic, and that should be about the extent of it. Temperature-wise, looking ahead over the next couple of weeks anyways, again, we're going to have a pocket of some cooler, drier air that comes through next week. But after that, we may start to trend average to maybe even slightly above average. All right, so I asked the question, does everybody have their notifications turned on with the East Tennessee Weather app? Hopefully you do. And you need to check back in with the interactive radar. And, of course, your daily forecast weather updates as I continue to refine it. As new model data comes in, we'll have better ideas as we progress through the day today. So make sure you go to YouTube. You can check it out on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, as well with the 24-hour weather channel, and or just easy with the East Tennessee Weather app. You just click your daily forecast updates right there, and it takes you to the page. You can either get your extended forecast or, of course, 1 Minute with Witcher has already been completed this morning. And the kids are off to school. Yay! It's Friday. Oh, man. All right, my friends. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Anybody say anything fun, insightful? Yeah, fall drought, October, driest month of the year, Buck. Buenos dias, Jorge. We did make it. Let's relax this weekend. We are. Well, sort of. I'm going to be tracking the weather. Hopefully, I get to go camping with my family. We'll see. We got everything ready to go. Well, almost. But we won't go until after the kids get home from school. And I've not told you where I'm going. I just told you I'm going to Cumberland County. So tune in. No live broadcasts over the weekend. I asked if they wanted to join me on the broadcast. I said I would broadcast live. They said they did not want to be on camera. So, anywho, it's been a while since we've had some strong thunderstorms. It's been a while since we've had any rain. So as the rain does fall, because we haven't had rain for 12, 13 days or so, it's something to keep in mind that the roads do get slick, because now we've got a lot of oil from the cars on the roads, and that first rain always separates the oil and makes the roads a little bit more slick. So if you don't have great tires on your car, it's something to keep in mind as we get into the afternoon and it starts raining. Anybody else just tired of going to work every single day? No, not me. That was for you, Cody. I'm not tired of going to work every day. Just been working 7 days a week since October. Oh, man. All right. By the way, I got some new numbers. I'm not going to share exactly the numbers with you, but I will just let you know that East Tennessee weather and the app is breaking records. Is breaking records, my friends. Pretty cool stuff. So hats off to all of you for sharing, caring, spreading the word of East Tennessee weather, and of course, downloading the East Tennessee weather app. It is going to be your number one weather app here in East Tennessee. You mark my words, my friends. Give me a couple years. But things are growing like gangbusters. And again, thank you. Thank you for all the support. All right. Let's see. You recommend Aruba? Yes. I think the ABC Islands would be a lot of fun. Ben says, hope the storms clear out for the Knox County Football Jamboree at Gibbs at 7 o'clock. I think it probably will, at least the severe storms. We may have some showers for the Jamboree. But big shout out to all the kids in high school football. Can you believe it's right around the corner along with UT football? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. It's going to be fantastic. So looking forward to some football, some fall weather. It's going to be amazing. Amazing for sure. All right. All right, let's see what you think of this. Remember I told you I've got some artwork being designed as we speak. Cody has been very helpful into taking some of these designs. And I don't think that's totally my orange, but we'll see. It's not my font either, but here is a rendition. See if I can get this on here. I'm going to have to save this. I want to share. Save as, downloads. Okay, we're going to show you this. This is a good rendition. This is rendition number 2. Let's see here. Why is it not saving? Save as. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna screen grab this for you. I can't pull it on. I just got the update here. So here we go. What do you think of all that, Witcher Weather Watchers? Not bad. Not bad. Let me know what you think of that design there. So this would go on t-shirts and hats for anybody who's a Witcher Weather Watcher. That's not my font, so I might have to change the font a little bit. But the lady who's doing this is not listening to me very well. This is the 3rd rendition. I'm like, I don't want East Tennessee weather. I want Witcher Weather Watchers. This is Witcher Weather Watchers. And my logo in there would be probably beneficial. So we'll send her another rendition and say, hey, let's try it again. Let's try it again. But that's pretty cool. So we'll be getting, if you want to become a Witcher Weather Watcher, don't forget to just message me, Mike at easttnweather.com. I'll send you the link from the National Weather Service to take their virtual Storm Spotter program. Once you get your certificate, send it my way, and you can be added to the chat. Like I said yesterday, we've got a new one that just was added 2 days ago from Union County. Thanks, Michelle. I appreciate that. Thanks, Cheryl. Debbie, thank you. Tammy, you are awesome. Brian West, thank you very much. You want to be on a live broadcast, Jesse? You got to become a Witcher weather watcher, my friend. One kid down, one to go. Aw, thanks, Melinda. Cody, what do you think from your design and what you kind of created? Did you like it? Did you not like it? I kind of like it. Got a little bit of branding on there. Need to get my. Thanks, Julie. Oh, shall we? Is that what you want to do, Katrina? Okay. We will move right along then. Katrina says so. So does Kimberly. All right, today's national holidays. We've got National Rum Day. Speaking of Aruba, Jorge. I've got National Airborne Day. Very cool day. I've got several friends who actually were parachute jumpers in the Army. And one friend said, my knees are shot because I've done so many jumps in my years. Over the years. It's National Roller Coaster Day. Put your hands up. Let's go. Story of our lives. Every day is a roller coaster day, isn't it? Anybody here like roller coasters? A quick story. I actually, back in Denver, Colorado, we had a Six Flags. And I was deathly afraid to go on roller coasters. Didn't like the spinny rides as well. And so finally I was talked into doing the Sidewinder. Okay, it was called the Sidewinder. It wasn't a big roller coaster. It literally just went over, down, looped, and then over. And then it went backwards. And that was the entire ride. So it wasn't like this amazing roller coaster like what we have at Dollywood, although they do have some there. Anyways, this is my first roller coaster experience. It was our last ride of the day. Got in the car, had to go home. My friend's parents were driving us in a good old classic, old school Toyota. It looked like a Jelly Bean Toyota minivan. I don't know why I just said that. I just remember that like nobody's business. And not far down the road, Witcher is not feeling so hot. And I end up upchucking in their car. I got so sick. And I don't know if it was part of being car sick and after the roller coaster, it just messed with my head or whatever. But it took me a long time to get back on a roller coaster because of that event. Then we go out to California in high school for our senior trip. Just went out there for a senior trip in high school with some friends. And we ended up going to Magic Mountain in California. And the very first ride that we do that day, everyone's like, we're going to hit at the time, it was the highest loop-de-loop roller coaster in the country, I think it was, maybe the world, but the country, if I recall right. And so we stood in line for like an hour and a half to do that. Well, the entire time I'm standing in line, I literally am like, my palms are sweating. I can't do this. I'm freaking out. I don't know if I want to do this. I want to do this. I don't want to do this. So my buddy who's not been on this ride, I go, will you just ride with me? I'm being a little kid. And I'm a little nervous. I'm a little scared. Ever since that ride, as soon as we get off, I was like, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's go on another one. Let's do it again. And now I love roller coasters. Isn't that weird? Anyways, hopefully you like roller coasters. I think they're a lot of fun. Some of them give you whiplash. All right, the other national holiday today is National Tell a Joke Day. Tell a joke day. All right, fine. I will tell a joke. All right. Here's one for you. So my boss one time told me to dress for the job that I want. Always wanted to be chief meteorologist. He's like, hey, listen, dress for the job you want, not the job that you have. Cool. So I dressed up as Batman. Or that's more of a... What do you call a sheep who can sing and dance? Anybody? How about Lady Ba? Oh my gosh. All right, last one. So I gave my handyman a to-do list, but he only did jobs 1, 3, and 5. Turns out he only does odd jobs. All right, last one. I had to do this one. What did the skillet eat on its birthday? What did the skillet eat on its birthday? Anybody? Anybody? Pancakes. Oh, that's all we have, my friends. Those are the only dad jokes I have for you. And I read those ones. They're not even ones off the top of my head. I used to have all the jokes in my head, but now I just don't anymore. I don't know why. Logo is pretty snazzy. See, Brent, you like it? Great. Julie says nice. Eva says she likes it. Tammy loves it. Nice. You like it, Cody, huh? You like it, do you? Morning, Kitty Vloggins. How are you this morning? Cool design for Witcher's Weather Watchers. I think so. Needs a little bit more of East Tennessee weather branding on it, maybe. But, yeah. We're working towards it. Still waiting for my order to come in. I think I told you the other day, but if I did not, I have put in an order for coffee mugs, tumblers, stickers, sweatshirts, new hats, more shirts, and not just the East Tennessee weather shirt that you've seen so much, but also a new designed shirt. It kind of says Smoky Mountains and stuff like that. So those have all been put in the order. So it's only a matter of time. Couple weeks, hopefully. We'll have brand new merch, so I'll get that up on the merch shop. And Kimberly's going to be ordering one of everything, she says, or 5 of everything. At that point of the game, Kimberly, can we just meet up again? I don't want to ship all that to you. It's going to cost like $1 million to ship everything that you want. And remember, I have East Tennessee weather umbrellas. So if you want an awesome big giant umbrella, just ask several folks on here. Kimberly has one. Who else has a big old umbrella? Morning, Kathy. How are you this morning? Katrina likes roller coasters. None for Kimberly. You're going to have me send the link, are ya? Are ya, babe? Are you telling me what to do, huh? Janelle Witcher? The Raptor at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio is awesome. Yes. Some of those are amazing. Get your moves on, Katrina. What's up, Laura? How are you this morning? I'm walking to school and missed all of the forecast because I was driving. How's tomorrow looking? We've got a softball tournament in South Knoxville. What time's your tournament? That also plays a part, but we are talking about afternoon showers and thunderstorms. So if the softball tournament's in the morning, you're probably better off. Again, it's not going to be an all-day washout every day of the weekend, so don't anticipate that, but just anticipate that we do have the risk for severe storms, but the opportunity for some much-needed rain. See what I did there? It's a risk and threat for storms, but it's an opportunity to pick up some rain. You only ride the Blazing Fury at Dollywood. No roller coasters for you, huh? I do like the logo, but as long as it took them, I was expecting more out of it. Yeah. Well, I kind of messaged her yesterday and said, it almost looks like you're doing, like just putting in like Chat GPT for logos. When I first started East Tennessee Weather, when I was coming up with a name, and the brand logo and stuff like that, I was going to the internet to search logos. And literally, that's almost one of the first renditions that she sent down. I was like, I'm using Fiverr, by the way. The other place was taking too long. So, Cody, I did move on to Fiverr. I was thinking that I could get this done a little bit quicker. I have. It's been quicker, but I don't think she's really listening. She's from the UK. She speaks English. I don't think she's really listening to my emails and what I'm saying, but lo and behold, here we are. We'll get it done here soon. And then, of course, we'll get those updated and printed and out for the Witcher Weather Watchers. Free T-shirts and hats, my friends. Cody, you're so rude. Cody, be a gentleman. Come on. At least catch the girl. Your dream roller coaster is the Hulk at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. I would love to go to Universal Studios. Never been to any of those places. So that's it. Let's see. For the middle of the new logo, what did you say, Cody? Yeah. Oh, Cody, when you let's see. Trying to catch up here. I don't know what you were saying, Cody. It's kind of broken up here. Come on, Kimberly. He's got a girlfriend, right? Your girlfriend or your wife? I can't remember, Cody. Whatever, Tom. That joke was bad. Oh, what guy stinks? No, trust me, Kathy, I will not. Yep, got coffee mix. Big old 20-ounce coffee mugs, by the way, because I want a big old 20-ouncer. I don't want like a little 12 or 16-ouncers. We're going 20-ounce coffee mugs. Oh, yeah, you wanted a lanyard. My wife wanted lanyards, too. I'll get you a lanyard. Thanks, Jesse. Let's see. There you go. What's up, Chris? How are you these days, my friend? Oh, turn the East Tennessee logo into the tornado for the middle of the new logo. Turn the East Tennessee logo into the tornado. Oh, that'd be a good idea. Keep the T in with the lightning bolt, but have the tornado back behind it. I like that suggestion. I'm going to copy that. I can't. I will later, but I'll message her as soon as we get done with the broadcast and let her know, see how fast she can get it done. I don't know, Kimberly. Shenanigans, probably just causing trouble. But good trouble. I like that trouble. The Wild Eagle at Dollywood is good. There we go. I like that. Like that suggestion. A Witcher's Lampoon's Vacation. All the Witcher weather watchers, let's go. To Dollywood we will go. Or to California. Depends. No accidents on the road right now, so everything's shaping up just fine. We've got your national holidays done. Don't forget, severe weather is potential for the day today. This morning's Wake Up with Witcher sponsor is, and always will be, no, not always will be, but is Jiffy Lube of Knoxville. 9 locations around East Tennessee. They don't just do oil changes, but if you need an oil change this weekend, check them out. Mention Witcher. Save $20. Then go celebrate and buy yourself some dinner tonight, right? A $20 steak somewhere. So you save. That's the thing about saving money. You save money in one location and go spend it in another location. Isn't that how it works? I think that's how it works. All right, we're going to wrap things up here this morning. We sure hope you have a great day. Again, be safe, be kind to each other. I know some of you said that you did miss the forecast from the very top. So I will pick up the 24-hour weather channel in the view of the 24-hour weather channel and start you up from the top. Of course, a pre-recorded show that I did earlier this morning before this live broadcast. Let's see. We don't broadcast this live this weekend, but I sure hope you have a great weekend. Watch out for the storms today and tomorrow with your weather watchers. If I end up doing broadcasting live, I will resend the link so you can join the broadcast. I will do that later on today. Some of you may not even have that link, but it is going to be in the chat. Maybe you save that link on your cell phone or something to always have it. Put it in your notes so you always have that same link to be able to join into the live broadcast if we need to. But again, damaging winds are going to be the main threat. I don't think it's going to be that big of an event. We've definitely have had bigger events so far this season. So something to kind of keep in mind. And we'll be broadcasting on the road hopefully this weekend, starting tomorrow or later on tonight. Sometime, if I can leave the studio. All right, we sure hope you have a great weekend. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short.
You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. We're under a risk for some severe weather throughout the day today and also throughout the day tomorrow. So let's get to work and talk about the latest forecast for the day today. It is going to be a little bit hotter today, a little bit more muggy. Therefore, we have a lot more instability in the atmosphere, which is going to lead to a cluster of showers and thunderstorms to roll on through later on this afternoon and this evening. We'll do another round on into our Saturday. But as we get into Sunday, just a few scattered showers, not nearly as strong. So make sure you check in online every once in a while, easttnweather.com, or download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's going to be a great tool when we haven't had a lot of severe weather. It's been pretty quiet and calm, and now we need an app. So go to the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. You get all push notifications from the National Weather Service, from the Storm Prediction Center. Where you get push notifications when storms are approaching or when lightning is within 15 miles. And of course, you can track it with the latest interactive radar. So here we go. The risk for severe storms back across basically the western half of East Tennessee throughout the day today. We have a level 1, level 2 risk for some localized flooding and flash flooding concerns. And we'll do it again on into the day tomorrow. So when you look at our storm threats, it's going to be this afternoon, this evening. We've got 60-mile-per-hour winds or greater. That's in the medium category, so that's our main threat is damaging winds. Not likely with tornadoes and hail. It's possible we'll see some hail, not necessarily damaging hail. And then, of course, the medium category for isolated flooding or flash flooding concerns. So let's walk you through the Futurecast model. Pick up our timeline at 7 o'clock this morning, running through the afternoon hours into lunchtime. Maybe a few showers and thunderstorms up to our north across the Tennessee-Kentucky border. And then here's the main event as we get into the afternoon. 3 o'clock today, showers and thunderstorms going to be rolling off the plateau from 3 to 7. They race their way on through. Again, give or take about an hour or two with the storm system because a lot of times these will speed up, but sometimes they actually slow down as well. And so just kind of keep in mind this afternoon, this evening. Heavy rain, torrential downpours are going to be associated with any of the storms that do fire up throughout the day today. So we start off with temperatures a little bit muggier. We're in the 60s and 70s. We'll climb into the mid-80s as we get into the lunch hour. Our goal today is going to be in the upper 80s to low 90s, especially south of Interstate 40. We've got a lot more humidity that's picked up across the area. That's why we have that risk for severe storms, a lot of instability and available moisture. And if we do get there, depending on the time of the storms, heat index values today will be in the upper 90s to low 100s. So we have a little bit of a higher heat stress value throughout the day today, again, especially south of Interstate 40. So we're going to be dealing with some showers and thunderstorms as we get into the evening hours. 83 by 6 down to 78 by 8 and 75 degrees by 10 o'clock here tonight. So make sure you have a way to receive that weather information throughout the day today and especially into the evening hours. Now, as we get into our Saturday and Sunday, we've got a cold front approaching. That's also going to produce a chance for some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. Damaging wind would be the main threat. Some localized flooding and flash flooding concerns does stick with us on into our Saturday. And it could be another round of some clusters of thunderstorms. This is just one model guidance of an idea of what could happen from sunrise to noon on Saturday. Not much activity, but as we get into the afternoon, that's when we'll see those showers and thunderstorms fire up across the area. That could produce some damaging wind gusts and, again, some locally heavy rainfall. So you take your 2-day rainfall forecast, and we're talking about, generally speaking, about an inch of rainfall around the area. Isolated higher amounts than that are possible as well. So we're going to stay on the hot side as we get into the day today and tomorrow. Then we'll drop those temperatures on Sunday. So again, we're going to start to get rid of some of the humidity and the available moisture, the instability. So storms on Sunday aren't expected to be too terribly strong. It's all associated with an upper level low pressure system that's going to be diving its way into the area. At the surface, it's going to be dragging a cold front. So here's the big picture of how this all evolves over time as this cold front approaches the area. Look at the showers and thunderstorms. So again, if you have travel plans around the region, the East Tennessee Weather app goes wherever you go as well. So make sure you have your GPS locations turned on, because if you're traveling into Nashville or Kentucky and severe weather starts to break out, you'll be notified through the East Tennessee Weather app, even though it's the East Tennessee Weather app. It travels wherever you go across the country. On Sunday, the cold front's actually going to come on through. That's what's going to help to knock our temperatures down. Eventually, it will bring us some lower humidity throughout the afternoon on Sunday, and that's going to be the story as we get into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Big risks, severe weather today, flooding and flash flooding concerns as well. Tomorrow, big risk for severe weather across much of the region if you have any sort of travel plans, and also that elevated risk for some localized flooding and flash flooding concerns on Saturday. And then on Sunday, that all shifts its way southward. So if you have travel plans on Sunday to be in Birmingham or Atlanta, Huntsville, Alabama, Augusta, or Charlotte, we'll continue to hang on to that threat for strong thunderstorms, but the risk for some localized flooding concerns shifts up across the the mid-Atlantic. So again, generally speaking, we're looking at about an inch of rain here all the way through the upcoming weekend. So something to keep in mind. So elevated rain chances, and then they get knocked down as we get into next week. So we won't really have a huge chance for a lot of rain. Now, we desperately need the moisture. Don't want it to come through on a Friday and Saturday. I get that, but we definitely need the rain. We haven't had a whole lot of rain since the 3rd of the month. So it's been quite some time. And we may be trending actually at or slightly below average when it comes to precipitation through the latter part of the month as well. All right, your temperature trend. We're going to see those temps come down to below average as we get into Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday are going to be fantastic days. Lower humidity, temperatures will be on the cooler side. It's going to have that nice little taste of fall once again. So we're just going to be dealing with the heat index values today and tomorrow, and then we'll get rid of those heat index values through our Sunday and into next week. Let's talk about tropics for a second. We've got Hurricane Ernesto continuing to barrel down on Bermuda. It is going to continue to hang strong. Right now, winds are now sustained at 100 miles per hour. So Category 2 as it works its way towards Bermuda, and then weakens as it shifts its way into the northern Atlantic as we get into the latter part of the weekend. All right, we're also talking temperatures. As we round out the month, we could be trending at or slightly below average for a little while, and then maybe some warmer temperatures might start to slowly work its way back in. So as I mentioned several times, have a way to receive weather information as we head through the day today and into the upcoming weekend. Due to the fact that we are talking about the possibility of strong to severe thunderstorms, we need to stay on top of the latest weather forecast. So as I mentioned, make sure you have a way to receive weather information. The East Tennessee Weather app is your one-stop shop for weather right here in East Tennessee. And of course, it travels wherever you go across the country. Just make sure you have that GPS location services turned on and notifications turned on as well. You'll get push notifications for any inclement weather around our region and around the country as well. All right, so we sure hope you have a great day. Make sure you check back in and see how things are evolving at lunchtime. Your next weather update does come down at noon today. We'll see you then.